Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dom here. Welcome to Dose of Dom Reacts. I have my girlfriend Bethany. Bethany, the girlfriend. And today, I picked out a video just for you. 15 times safaris have gone wrong. And caught on camera.
I wonder if that clip of the lions in here.
I don't know, maybe. You know we always like it. Because I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe too. Now, let's watch some animals mess some humans up.
Ever since I was a kid, I always dreamed of going on a safari to witness how wildlife lived in their natural habitat. Well, after seeing some safaris gone wrong, I have changed my mind. Whether it is a huge rhino or a lion, getting attacked by any of these beasts is a scary thought, not worth experiencing.
Why do y'all have
If you want to see some of these safaris gone wrong, stick around, because we are counting down 15 safari disasters caught on camera. Number 15. Leopard attacks safari. Leopards are amazing hunters. They hunt by themselves and they are extremely stealthy. In this clip, a BBC film crew is shooting a documentary and they spot a leopard relaxing on a tree. The problem is the leopard spots them and decides it's time to let the film crew know they're filming without its permission. So he charges the vehicle and we hear some yelling. But then the leopard walks away. In our next clip, a leopard chases a few vehicles and manages to jump on them. We see a pic of a safari guide holding the leopard by the collar. I guess all these people coming into its territory irritates the leopard. Maybe the leopards want some privacy. Our next clip shows a bunch of cheetahs enjoying their time, relaxing on a safari truck, with one cheetah jumping into the truck.
Was that a leopard?
Seems to me like it's a free-for-all. This next clip shows a vicious leopard attack a ranger and managed to jump inside the vehicle and do some major damage. You can see the ranger's bloodied head, so this leopard gave him a few leopard slaps. Check out this leopard lunging out of a house and onto a man, knocking the man down. Fortunately for the man, the leopard does not continue the attack, but the man must have had the scare of his life. Number 14. Rhino attacks safari. Rhinos are not normally aggressive animals, but I guess if they feel disturbed, they must not be easy to deal with. Just watch how upset this rhino is when he attacks this blue small car. The rhino chases the car down the hill. Our next rhino is even more volatile. He decides to give this car a nice tumbling ride by turning it over several times, like he was playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You can say the car was messed up after this incident. Do not think rhinos are slow. Just look at these rhinos chasing vehicles in the open field. They're fast and powerful, so you do not want to get in their way. The rhino's horn can pierce through almost anything, so beware. When you see a rhino standing a few meters away from your vehicle and staring you down, I think it is a good time to go. Why do people stay there and wait for something to happen? It also seems like the rhinos are quite smart, because often they aim for the tires, so they know the wheels are what keep the vehicle moving. That is pretty smart for such primitive looking animals. Number 13. Lions attack safari. Lions are big cats, and cats are very curious animals. Don't expect lions to be any different. So if you happen to be driving through a wild animal park and see lions, expect them to come and take a bite out of your car. Watch how these lions scratch and bite cars, not because they want to inflict damage on purpose, but simply because it's in their nature to touch and bite things. This next clip shows a lion climbing aboard a tourist truck. I don't understand why these trucks are open. Even if the lion is tamed, it's still a wild animal and unpredictable. I really don't understand what these people signed up for. Thankfully, this lion is not aggressive at all. This night shoot of a couple of lions disturbing campers is terrifying. What do these campers expect if they go camping in the jungle, especially when lions hunt at night? Wow, I would be in a state of total panic. The next clip is a complete disaster. The camera work is bad, but you can see a lion jump a man and attack it. The other men around have sticks, but they disperse when the lion jumps the other man. I don't think this guy...
They wrong. How they all going over there?
Sticks. What you gonna do with a stick?
Will last very long unless the other men take action. One man hits the lion, but nothing happens. Are these guys poachers? Number 12. Buffalo attacks safari. Buffaloes are peaceful animals, but if one gets too close, they can become violent, and with the power they have, you don't want to be close when it happens. You can see in this first clip a buffalo chasing and ramming a Jeep, leaving the Jeep with multiple dents in it. This next clip shows hunters going after a buffalo, and after hearing a couple of shots go off, we see a buffalo chasing the hunters and ramming one into the ground. Eventually, the buffalo falls to the ground. You can't blame the buffaloes when a car comes into their territory. A car is a UFO for the buffaloes, so they will defend their territory, and that's why they charge the car. Buffaloes have the strength to push a vehicle just like the one in the video. You can see the vehicle being pushed backward by the buffalo. It's no wonder buffalo are the lion's worst enemy. Number 11. Bear attacks safari. Bear watching from your car is safe. Or is it?
Bear, get down.
I'm wondering because even though you are in your car and the bear decides it wants to hug your car, just like in this clip, it's still scary as hell. Watch how the sloth bear overpowers its handler and brings him to the ground. It's not always fun in bears. Watch when forest officials release this sloth bear into the forest. How the sloth bear decides it's not interested in the forest. It's interested in the forest officials, and so it attacks them. The sloth bear ended up injuring a couple of people that day.
He's out.
Our next clip shows a bear popping out some cage and going straight for the cameraman. We can't see what happened, but I'm guessing it wasn't pleasant. This sloth bear feels like going on vacation with the tourists, and the only way it thinks it's possible is by hanging on the back of the bus. I didn't know sloth bears were so gung-ho like that when they saw vehicles or humans. Number 10. Giraffe attacks safari.
Oh, no.
Giraffes are massive animals, and they're kind of tall too. How would you feel being chased by a giraffe? In this next clip, watch this giraffe take long strides to try and catch up to this jeep in the jungle. Is the giraffe upset, or is it just going through its morning workout? This next chase seems like the real thing. The giraffe looks upset and is running full speed ahead trying to catch up to this jeep. It runs right past the jeep and forces the jeep to go in reverse. The giraffe continues the chase, but eventually slows down. I think the giraffe just wanted to give these friendly tourists a guided tour of the African savannah. In our next clip, a giraffe circles what seems to be an already damaged Range Rover. The hood of the car is messed up, and so is the front. I guess the giraffe wasn't kidding around. Giraffes are usually friendly, just like this one who tries to put its head into a car full of passengers screaming at the top of their lungs.
I'm dead.
Number 9. Elephant attacks safari.
Bro, get in the car.
When an elephant gets pissed, you better get out of the way. And whether you're in a car or not is of no importance, because elephants weigh 7 tons and they will crush everything in their way. Watch this elephant lift this car up like it's a toy. Elephants can become territorial and aggressive if provoked, and they never forget a face.
I don't blame you.
So it's in your best interest not to bother an elephant, because it will find you. These people in a boat pissed this elephant off and rammed the boat. Wouldn't you, if you were at the spa in the middle of a nice bath? I know I would. This next clip shows a few hikers walking on a trail and meeting with the bull elephants. The elephant warns them and they try to calm it down. Nothing happens, but it's still a scary experience. Watch this elephant stand in the street waiting for cars to drive by. It tries slugging a motorcycle with its trunk and almost does. Then it's cars, as if it wanted to grab some food. A small silver truck stops by and drops some food, which is exactly what the elephant wanted. Later, we found out the elephant had ordered from Uber Eats and finally received the delivery very late. No wonder the elephant was pissed. Number 8. Killer whales / sharks attack safari. Water safaris are even scarier than land safaris, all depending on what you're looking for. When it includes killer whales and sharks, the risk is enormous. Watch this killer whale turn on its trainer and harass him underwater. What does one do in such circumstances?
Get him.
The trainer swam out of the water faster than Aquaman and managed to survive.
Kill him.
I don't think he will be going back into the pool with his orca friend anytime soon.
Revolt.
This next video is spectacular. A poor man is walking on the beach when a killer whale storms the shore and attacks the man. Is this real? How could a killer whale come this close to the shore? It looks real to me, but it's actually a commercial. Well done. Even scuba divers in cages are not safe when they encounter sharks. Look at this diver, trapped in a cage with the shark demolishing the cage piece by piece. How does the diver get out of there? How can this diver stay underwater before running out of oxygen? Our last clip shows these divers being attacked by an oceanic white-tipped shark who manages to bite the back of one of the divers. Number 7. Wild dogs attack safari. Dogs are man's best friend, but they sometimes go out of control when they're not well cared for or trained properly, or if they are strays. Footage shows numerous wild dog attacks in the middle of the street. Whether the dogs are alone or with their owner, incidents happen because people are not careful. This brown dog attacks one person after another on the street. He's just going haywire and needs to be tranquilized. Even on the beach, there are some crazy dogs that will bite people, just like this one harassing an entire family. This horrible footage shows a little girl being mauled by a bull terrier. The dog is all over the little girl, and there's no one in sight to help her. A few adults finally come to the rescue, hitting the dog with sticks, and the dog eventually lets go. What's worse is this dog isn't even a stray. It was someone's dog. Unbelievable. Finally, a big argument ensues after a bunch of dogs almost attack a cyclist who gives a load of crap to their owner who showed up at the last minute, just in time to save the cyclist. Number 6. Jaguar attacks safari. Jaguars are beautiful cats, but they can be lethal when confronted. Just like this incident where a woman was attacked and seriously injured by this jaguar. The woman tried to take a selfie with the cat by jumping over the zoo's barrier so she could be as close as possible to the animal's cage when the animal grabbed her arm. What a dumb thing to do. The woman managed to distract the big cat by making noise with her water bottle. The cat heard the noise and let go her arm, but the damage was already done. The woman ended up with serious cuts and wounds and required quite a lot of stitching up. This next clip looks scary. The jaguar is sneaking up on a man who has no clue what's right behind him. The jaguar approaches slowly and then runs to attack the man, but the cat is just playing with its owner, I'm guessing, because when the owner turns around, it seems like they've known each other forever. Number 5. Chimp attacks safari. Chimps are not very big, but they're 4 times stronger than a man, and if they decide to get into a scuffle with you, it's better that you leave them alone, unless you want to end up like this student who was attacked by 2 chimps. Andrew Orbill approached a chimp enclosure, and the chimps grabbed his legs and dragged him under the fence. This created enough space under the fence for them to escape and drag him 100 feet into the grass. Someone working at the center fired a shot and hit one chimp, scaring the other 2 away. The damage was already done, and Andrew Orbill had to spend 6 hours in surgery. This next woman was attacked by chimps who disfigured her so much, she had to go under for a face transplant. What a horrible experience that must have been. Watch these chimps as they manhandle a few workers at a rehabilitation facility. They're throwing them around like they were dolls. This next chimp goes bananas and decides to attack one of the people who was sitting at the table with. Where is this place? Who brings a chimp out for lunch? Our last clip shows an escaped chimp balancing off of electrical wires trying to attack the Hydro Man. This almost looks like a circus act until the chimp is shot down with a tranquilizer gun and falls down, holding himself with one arm, eventually falling to the ground. Number 4. Crocodile attacks safari. Crocodiles are terrifying animals, and it's the last animal you want chasing you. Even if the person knows the crocodile well, they are so unpredictable, just like this video proves. When a trainer in Thailand almost had his head decapitated by a friendly crocodile. When you have friends like this, who needs enemies? Our next video shows a crocodile jumping out of the water eating a teenager. Did that really happen, or was it CGI? If it did happen, then I feel really bad for the poor girl.
That was fake.
This photographer got the scare of his life when a few crocodiles people were feeding decided to get closer to him. Enough for him to run off into the wind. Watch this man wrestle an alligator. The alligator doesn't cause too much damage, but it still was a close one. Crocodiles are not to be messed with in my opinion. Number 3. Monkeys/baboons attack safari. The worst animals you can come across when visiting an open cage safari are the monkeys, specifically the baboons. They will jump on your car and damage anything they can. Watch these monkeys destroy the wipers on this car. They just have no respect for someone else's property. Our next clip shows about 50 monkeys surrounding a car. They managed to open a suitcase on the roof of the car and grab everything in sight. They put on the clothes and play around with it. It's total mayhem. The monkeys are not dangerous to human safety because everyone is in their car, but the damage they inflict on the cars is insane. These baboons enter this car and destroy it. I don't understand what the goal of this experiment is, but I ask myself, what did the experimenters expect? For the monkeys to get inside the car and drive off?
Maybe.
Number 2. Otter attacks safari. Otters are the cutest, but they can also be quite dangerous if you're not careful. Watch how this teenager handles this angry otter. The kid is standing on a log and he's in otter territory, so the otter definitely has the advantage. The kid finally jumps into the water and escapes. This next clip is scary. A sea lion grabs onto a young girl's clothes and drags her into the water. Luckily enough, A brave man immediately jumps into the water to save the girl, and no one gets hurt.
Get your glasses, bro.
Our last clip shows a woman who was attacked by an otter who almost sliced her ear off and bit her hand. Otters are adorable, as long as they're not too close to you. Number 1. Tiger attacks safari. The tiger is one of the most powerful predators on the planet, and it's huge. Along with the lion, it's probably the fiercest animal on the planet. Just watch this tiger in a zoo charge a little boy. Fortunately, it all happened behind a glass, but you can just imagine if there was no glass. There are many stuntmen who train tigers and even wrestle with them, like this man. But if the tiger decides the fun is over, then the game will surely end with a fatality, and it won't be the tiger. Even these trainers are in danger because a tiger can turn on anyone, no matter how familiar they are with that person. When you play with fire, there is a strong chance you will get burned.
Ooh.
Finally, exactly what I'm talking about. Another trainer mauled by its tiger. It happens all the time, but people keep doing it. Tough luck. After seeing these videos, I don't intend to go on a safari anytime soon. I have to say, my favorite one was the rhino though. They're just so massive, and when they begin to charge, it's so impressive. What about you? What was your favorite attack? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that's our countdown of 15 safari disasters caught on camera. If you
So you still want to go on safari?
I want an enclosed safari.
Enclosed.
With like a bolted up Jeep or something.
So you want the ultimate?
Like no holes. I want it like loaded up to the max.
Alright. Well, let us know if y'all been on any safaris. I'd like to know.
They literally have one.
I'd like to know. I want a real safari. But I appreciate you guys for watching the video.
Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. Don't roll your eyes at me. Hello? Anybody home?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
You drug that on.
See you next video.